Hey, George, good to see you. Congratulations on your promotion.
How you doing, Joe?
Good, good. Hey, I wanted to ask you, how did you and Eric go about coming together and collaborating on whatever is the current Dolphins playbook?
Yeah, we've both been here the last 2 years, going into now our third year together. So we've had constant communication. I think that's part of the role. Both of us are good communicators, and both of our positions in the past have had to touch each other position as far as the communication with the line or communication with the quarterback. Obviously, in the past, tight ends play a little bit of a receiver role too at times. So we do a good job of communicating. That's the main requirement of the roles that we have. So that's our job, is to just kind of put the message together and then distribute it to the staff and then to the unit.
If I could follow, did you guys build off of last year's playbook, or did you and Eric decide to start over from scratch?
Yeah, I think that's a good question, because there's some things that we've done well, and maybe some things we need to improve on. So that internal discussion as far as what plays that we continue to grow on and build off of, I think we'll see some of that, and then obviously some things that maybe we haven't seen. So it's been a fun off season. We've been busy.
Thanks.
Hey, George, congratulations, like Joe said. Wanted to ask you from a personal level what this opportunity means for you.
Well, that's what it is it's an opportunity. And we know that we're fortunate to have these opportunities, but, it's about winning here. It's about putting our team in the best position, our athletes in the best position to perform. So, we take it one day at a time and, kind of go from there.
And if I can quickly follow up, what is the single one biggest thing you want this offense to be known for?
Well, I think our job as an offense is to move the ball and score points. So that's our main goal. And there's a lot of other factors that go into that. We have to be physical when we decide to run the ball. When we block, protection, we got to protect the quarterback, protect the ball. And then when the ball's thrown to us, we have to catch it and make plays. So there's a lot of little factors. We call them little, but a lot of factors that go into the offense being successful and moving the ball and scoring points.
We'll go to Armando, followed by Travis.
George, congratulations. So philosophically, in your mind, in Eric's mind, what is the Dolphins' new offense, or your offense?
Yeah, I mean, we want to be able to play the game at multiple different modes. So if it's a game where we need to run the ball, then we need to be able to block everybody. And we need to block them effectively. And then obviously when it's time to pass the football, which a lot of times in this game, in this league, it comes down to a 2-minute situation where we need to throw the ball. We need to be able to protect the quarterback, throw to the open receiver. So a lot of that seems simple, but, we're going to have to get open versus different coverages. We're going to have to identify different coverages at both, a route runner's position and also the quarterback. So we're going to have to play the game at multiple different ways to move the football. It's a longer season too, and it's you can't just repeat the same thing each week.
And if I could follow up on that, does the personnel that you see now on the roster, does that lend itself to a lot of versatility in your mind?
Well, that's what we want. We want to be able to challenge the defense with different groupings and different personnel that have a wide variety of skills. And, it's exciting. It's definitely complicated to make sure that, we're distributing the ball to all the different positions, but that's a good thing to have.
Go to Travis, followed by Omar.
Hey, Coach, good morning. Echo those sentiments for the congratulations, and it's good to see you again here this offseason. My question for you is regarding the additions of Jalen Waddle and Will Fuller and the speed that they add as far as the vertical passing game, what it does to open up the middle in the passing game, and what it does for the running game. Can you just speak about what that speed can add to your offense and the ripple effect it has?
Well, I think anytime you can stretch the field vertically, it puts the defense in a bind. I have some experience with Will, and we're catching Jalen up to, the speed here of NFL football. So that's been a fun part of this, especially with Jalen from a rookie standpoint. So, but they have a little bit of a different skill set, although that they both they have very good speed. So that'll help us, like I said, on pushing the ball downfield, but they're also good route runners underneath. So being able to add all those elements are important to both of those players.
Thank you.
Omar, followed by Adam.
Good morning, George. I wanted to ask about, what did your experience in Houston as a coordinator teach you? What did you learn from it that's going to help you be better in this instance?
Yeah, it was the Houston experience was a total different experience. Went through quite a few quarterbacks, and really the first season that we took over. We had won 2 games the year before, so ended up leaving there, going to the playoffs a couple of times. So that's how it finished out there. We have high expectations for this group. Like I said, it's a total different situation. And I know our players are getting that message from all of our coaches. And they're here working, and they want to be coached, and they want to succeed. And that's all we can ask for at this point of the off season. They're working hard, both in the weight room, and then, when they're with us, they're digesting all the information.
Adam, followed by Cam.
George, like everyone else said, congrats on the promotion. I'm curious, you spent a lot of time working with Tua last year. Why do you feel like the surrounding talent he has this year is better suited to his ability? And was the entire focus of this offseason getting him wide receivers that match his ability?
Well, it's Tua's second year in the NFL, so we're expecting to see a jump just from being able to, retain a lot of the information, whether it's, defensive, structure, IDs, front coverage. So that initially, will be a big part of his improvement from year 1 to year 2. And then, there's anytime you're dealing in the passing game, guys that get open are definitely a key for the quarterback. And then guys that have coverage next to them but can't adjust to a ball, whether it's high or low, and can make those 50-50 balls. It's on us as, a quarterback position to put that ball in that position. So that's really where we're at right now, is really identifying defensive, information as far as what we can see off of tape, and then trying to apply that to what routes we're putting in.
Thank you.
Our final 2 questions will be Cam, followed by Hal.
George, what's up, man? Congrats.
Hi, Cam.
Hey, how you doing? Fans have had a little fun with you and Eric running the offense, whether it be called, Godsville or Studsy, the combination of you guys running the offense. I wanted to know kind of how you guys work together and gelling. Obviously it's a little bit of a unique situation having co-OCs. How do you guys see that dynamic?
Yeah, we work well together. We meet every day together too. We spend a lot of time before we meet with the group together, digesting each other's outlook. And then we put it into a plan. And obviously all the other assistant coaches too have a big part of it. We see it as a collaborative effort. We have a lot of great minds on offense. There's a lot of bodies there too that can help us. So we don't see it as a 2-person job. We see it more as a unit, and that's the way we've kind of approached it. We've had fun building this playbook and really presenting it to the players. And again, it's a lot on everybody really following and staying on track here during this time.
If I can follow up there with one, I know obviously it's a collective, but at some point there's going to be maybe one play caller, and I know that it's been a little vague with us. You guys may know a little bit more in that realm, but how do you view that responsibility? I know you had a little bit of that in Houston, and what that would entail, if that's given to you.
Yeah, I think it's just a part of it. There's certain times in the game where adjustments are needed, and it's good that we have really 2 voices that kind of are looking for that. not just glued into the specifics of your individual position. So, we've had some talks on that, obviously, but we're going to kind of keep it at that right now.
We'll close with Hal.
I think you maybe started to refer at the very end to my question, and that is, I know that you and Eric as co-coordinators are just that. The label implies and says you're co-coordinators, but ultimately, I think there's has to be one voice into his ear before each play. So whose voice is he going to hear?
Yeah, like I said, Hal, I mean, we're working through the offseason right now, and we've had our discussions on that. And we're going to keep it at that. But, I would say just from not calling plays before, there's definitely some feedback that's given to the coordinator. We have roles for that during the game for each position. So it's a matter of making those adjustments. And we'll kind of get there when we get there in the fall.